They may hire you to do his story
Hey
or
man,
something.
God bless.
I can
God
see
bless.
that.
You know, as one of the icons of the game. It
Yes,
wouldn't be so many of us out here if it wasn't for them.
that's
It
right.
really would.
Some hip hop pioneers, right?
Definitely.
And it was
Definitely.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
And it was honest.
Yes.
And it was pushing that envelope forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, shout out to you, Fletch. We are we're definitely gonna miss you in the physical presence. However, we are so thankful for your energy that's now permeating through the universe. We love the energy that you gave while you were here in the physical, but we're gonna bask in the energy that you left here for us to pursue our dreams and careers with. And sometimes we have to understand that sometimes we're needed in the universe. Sometimes the angels are just needed back with God so that we can be stronger and that we can share more love and light. So thank you so much for your contribution to our art, and we will continue to celebrate you. And we want to shout out your family and friends and your band members and say that you will be well missed and never forgotten.
Definitely.
So we do have a couple of TikTok videos that I want to show. Number one is The Muses. Shout out to The Muse. Show that for me, O'Brien.
Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time a ching money comes to me, it all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time a ching money comes to me, it all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time a ching money comes to me, it all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid.
So that's my new morning ritual. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, right? And they say money don't grow on trees, but it actually does.
Hello.
Think about it. Like, we make paper from trees.
Yes.
And then the leaves are green.
Hello.
Our money is green.
Tell it.
So actually it does grow on
the
trees. And then the trees wake up every morning to make sure that we have oxygen, to make sure that we have a good day.
Exactly.
And that's currency
Yes.
in itself.
That's right. That's life currency.
Yeah. So all we have to do is somebody wanted to call. So all we have to do is connect with the universe, connect with the earth. We are one. It's all energy.
That's right.
Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree.
I'm taking that back with
What'd
me.
you think? I was going to ask. You think you could use that?
Hey, any positivity is welcome this way.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. And okay, so who do we have next? We have the Jakester. Let's see what the Jakester has to say. Shout out to you, the Jakester. Shout out to you. Let's see what he has to say on TikTok. Show that for me, O'Brien.
You may have heard white women are the standard, black women are the blueprint. This is because it always seems like white women are stealing things from black women, flipping it, and capitalizing off of it. Now, this goes all the way back to the oldest sex symbol I can think of, Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe is one of the biggest icons in American history, and she pretty much stole her whole persona from Dorothy Dandridge, a black woman who pretty much nobody knows of. Today, every girl wants full lips, a big butt. You're seeing white girls go get their hair braided, laying their baby hairs, putting acrylic nails on. These are all features or things that were associated with black women and black women were looked down upon for doing that are now okay when white women do them. But even more than black women being the blueprint culturally, black women are the blueprint for the whole entire human race. Every person alive is the descendant of one common female ancestor. That ancestor was a black woman. Black women are literally the blueprint.
Message. I didn't say it. He said it.
Hey, he put it out there.
Huh?
He put it out there. He put it out there correctly.
See?
It's interesting. listen to him tell his story just now on what we know already.
What we know already.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was brave enough to say it, though. Sometimes, it's more comfortable for people to live in a untruth, a lie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting, though, how, say if I was to say it, or someone else of our color was to say it, would it get that much views? Would it get out there that way?
We probably would be called liars. It probably would be controversial. I mean, I would say it would get some attention, but it would be,
Yeah, I just, it's kind of weird. It's like almost borrowing from the culture, but then you're talking about the culture, using the culture, but then are you from actually the culture? So it's kind of
a smart way to misappropriate.
It's interesting what he's saying, and then how he's unboxing it for us in the same ways. It's interesting. It's very interesting. But we're gonna applaud him.
Okay.
We're gonna applaud him.
Okay.
And
we can go real deep down the rabbit hole, but
yeah. It's your show. I'm only following you. Wherever you want to go, I'm right behind you.
I mean, we can take it anywhere we want to. You got carte blanche on here. You can say how you feel. You can feel how you say. You don't have to hold anything back. But we can go far down the rabbit hole if you want.
Hey, we all know that the black woman is gold.
Yes.
And, y'all run things. And we're a second place to y'all, because without y'all, we wouldn't have anything. So
there's a theme here. We're filming tomorrow, so there's a theme here. Everything. There's a theme to this.
What's that theme?
It's everything or nothing at all.
Everything or nothing at all.
That's first and foremost.
That's the 2021 mantra.
Yes.
Everything or nothing at all.
Everything or nothing at all.
Hello.
Yes. And in addition to that, we are showing some visuals of, the first woman, the first black woman. Yeah.
Okay.
And we talk about when the black king was born and how he protected the black woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's a little bit of a theme here.
I like that. Man. That's nice.
Okay, and who do we have now? Oh, Sadhguru. He's a guru, right? Sadhguru, is that am I pronouncing that right, you guys? Sadhguru. Brian, Sadhguru? Yeah? Guri? Sadhguri? Anyway, let's see what the guru has to say.
Idiots do things that they don't like to do, suffer for their whole life because they think it's needed or they think it's their duty. Intelligent people do what they love to do. They enjoy their life to some extent. But a genius learns to do what is needed joyfully. That's when your genius flowers, because it's no more about you. Now there's a limitless way of looking at life.
Idiots do things that make them unhappy, thinking they're going to get ahead, but they're really unhappy in their lives. Seems like what he was saying. And he said, intelligent people do what they want, and they have some joy and happiness, but it's not all, joy. But a wise man, he said. Geniuses.
Yeah.
Geniuses do what they have to do.
What is needed.
What is needed.
Yeah. I guess that's just, when you start living in your purpose.
Come on.
And you're living in that space, and you take the onus off of you, and you start doing things for your community or, your family or the people that are around you.
Yes.
Your purpose-driven self, it just, it grows.
Yes.
It grows, and, the work no longer becomes work.
Yes.
It's a love task or something.
Yes, yes.
Task on purpose. That was TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, don't sleep on TikTok. I love TikTok. I mean, I can get the news. I can see what's going on in the politics, what's going on in the communities, every community. Yeah. I can laugh. You find some talented people on here. They break songs on TikTok. Okay. I mean, TikTok goes.
All right, TikTok. I want TikTok to keep rocking. I own a couple shares of that TikTok. Go, TikTok. Go.
Hey, TikTok, right. Yeah, I mean, that's why a whole section of this show is dedicated to TikTok videos. Seriously.
All right. I like that.
Yeah. And they do, I like it when they do, let's see if we have one of the voiceovers today. Oh, let's try Jade. Jade. Shout out to Jade. But before you play that, what they do a lot of the voiceovers. And so it could be from a comedy act, a movie, a scene in a movie, and they act it out how they would. I love that because it's most of the time it's like really funny or it's just they find it ways for it to be applicable in all walks of life.
Right.
So I like it. Let's see what Jade did. Shout out to Jade.
I want to keep this one.
We gotta throw him back.
I want to keep him.
No, you can't keep him.
I want to keep him.
You can't keep him.
I want to keep
That was funny.
Do you have that conversation with your ego sometimes?
That was funny.
You don't want to let go of some of your ways. She said pettiness was hers. I don't know. I don't think. Let me see. What argument do I have with my ego? I want to hold on to some of my ways that that my higher self is saying, let that go. Is it pettiness for me? Because hers was pettiness. What is mine? Oh, you know what? I like calling people on their shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
So you want to stop doing that?
What it is like I don't let anyone get away with nothing. And sometimes it's power in just being quiet, sitting back and watching people,
Yeah.
give them
the rope.
Yeah.
Give them the rope.
yeah. But I want to be like, oh, you think you slick? I want to do that. So it makes me feel good to do that.
I think we need that. And
Okay.
that once again, that's going back to that black woman
That's
right
right.
there.
That's right.
There's some women that going to allow you just to run amok doing wild stuff.
Yeah.
They're not caring for them.
Yeah.
But then you're going to have them women that going to say, not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
And then what they say, when you know better, you do better.
You do better.
Hey, tell them like it is. We ain't got our time for in between right now.
Right.
We going into 2021, and either you on or you off.
Oh, you off.
I had a brand, get on or get under. Either get on the bus or get under the bus.
Is that a clothing brand?
It's many things.
Okay.
But in the simplest form, it means to get on.
Okay.
And either you ride or you're not.
Okay.
So. We don't have time for in between.
I want to be on all the time.
Hello.
Yeah, and I want everybody around me to be on.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
That's
so I'm
what
going to
I'm
keep doing
talking
that. I mean,
Yeah.
because
Go.
Tobias said so.
It's on.
Okay, and the last one is from Conscious Education. Shout out to Conscious. Show that for me, O'Brien.
I will not protect a woman that puts herself and me in danger on purpose.
Like, why your protection of black women come with all these clauses and stuff? You made an argument about modesty of dressing and saying how that entices men. I must make it where this video you saying right now, if a woman is not dressed modestly, you believe that she's bringing violence upon herself, therefore you ain't gonna defend her? Let me know, man. You done respond to everybody else but me. So I'm just curious, where's the respectability? Where's the accountability? Where's the responsibility, black men to black men? I ain't gonna back you up on this one. I want the accountability and to let you know that you wrong on this one. Stop buying into the ratchet versus respectable binary, because any black woman can be seen as being ratchet at any time, which means the understanding of being respectable goes out the window, because as soon as you mark her as being ratchet, you make it rational for her to be the what? For her not to be defended. And in closing, I still want to know, if a man is enticed by what a woman is wearing, is he held accountable for what he does in being enticed? Or is it all the woman's fault for wearing what she's wearing? I want to know.
Wow. Okay. That was a good one.
Hey, he brought it home.
Hey,
He wrapped it
consciously.
all into one kit and caboodle and
I
brought it
like
home.
that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
You can't have no, you can't, I learned you got to meet people where they are.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, sometimes people may be doing things that are out of order, but that doesn't mean you're not supposed to defend them.
Right.
That doesn't mean
right.
you ain't supposed to speak up for them.
Right. That person deserves to get hurt or deaf sometimes, or all of all of these things, because they may not know any better, but you care for this person or you're with this person. Like, what type of person does that make you?
Yeah, you're gonna be a man or not?
Right.
Like, oh well, she did X, Y.
Oh, because her pants was tight.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Where we finding these people from?
I mean, we come from a place where, just walking down the street was a crime, or just looking a certain way was a crime, or just looking at another culture was a crime. Just
we go through
from the same water fountain was a
and
crime.
how we gonna do that to ourselves?
To each other.
Come on now.
Come on.
Can we get past that?
Yep.
It's 2021. We ain't had in between. We ain't had the time for
no in between. I like it.
Yeah.
You get under, or you get on, or
get
you get
on
under.
or get under.
Get
Go.
on.
Just say go.
Go goo.
Yeah, get on the bus or get under the bus. Either get on or get under. In the simplest form, get on.
Get on or get under. I like it. Yeah. I'm gonna be saying it before the end of the show.
Yeah.
I'm taking it a little bit. I'm gonna tell you. When I steal, I'm real honest about it.
That's how we want it.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna take it.
I'm pretty smile.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Don't have me blushing here now.
Why? We're just working.
Stop. Anyway,
all right.
I got to work with you tomorrow too. You know,
we're here to work.
Okay, so you building, you starting right now.
Hey, nothing like the present. Nothing like the present.
Like I said, you guys, I'm so excited that Tobias is joining us today. I want to read this commentary. We're going to get this show on the road. We want to celebrate this brother, and we want to know all about this brother. I call this one Diversity Hire. What makes you a diversity hire? Multi-talented, multifaceted, multi-dimensional, or because we're cultured? I say all of the above. And when you can meet and exceed all expectations, I would say that you're the best man for the job. Or your name is Tobias Truvilion. Our guest today puts the diverse in diversity, pulling talent straight from the universe, which is inside of him. So he pulls talent from himself, his God self. You've seen him on Empire. You've seen him on Hitch. You've seen him on the First Wives Clubs. You've seen him on Sisters. And now you can see him right here with me on 2020 Vision. You guys give a warm 2020 Vision welcome to Tobias Truvilion.
Hey. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you. We're going to dig into your life. We're going to,
Okay.
We're going to get into your story. We're going to get into your business a little bit.
All right.
I love starting from the beginning. I know a lot of people know you. I know a lot of people are watching. I know the ladies, y'all got y'all wine and y'all popcorn. Facebook, YouTube. Remember I told you guys to, kick back. We're going to do this thing today. So I'd like to start from the beginning. Exactly where are you from?
I'm from Queens, New York.
Yay.
Yeah, Queens, New York. Grew up in Flushing. The neighborhood I grew up in was called the Ville.
Okay.
Never ran, never will. Really middle class neighborhood. Mm-hmm. At that time that was a space where all the families knew each other.
Okay.
Generational, like my grandparents were there. They brought a home, and the generation at that time, brought homes and raised their family.
Yes.
And it was my neighborhood wasn't really, really bad. It wasn't really, really good. It was like right in between. Mm-hmm. Bunch of great athletes in there. Bunch of good looking cats was coming out of there.
Yeah.
Queens made me who I am.
Yeah.
It kind of gave me that flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You think about how the neighborhood was back in the day and how things are this way it is now. So it's such a contrast. Mm-hmm. Just growing up, normally tag, football, playing in the street, riding your bikes, all that normal stuff growing up in city life. But I love Queens.
You love Queens.
Yeah, Queens is that's where I'm from.
Is that still your home or?
No. I'm still on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I travel a lot. Right now, I reside in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah. Brick City.
Yeah.
Which is a chocolate city.
Mm-hmm.
Love that city too.
Whitney Houston is from there.
Yeah, Whitney.
Yes.
You got Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
And, Lords of the Underground. I mean, there's so many people that's from Newark, New Jersey. But I love that city. It's another great city. Like I said, it's a chocolate city. Some great people in that city. Sometimes Newark gets a bad rep, but there's so many great things that are happening in that city. From the politics, from a homegrown person, Raz Baraka, who was Amiri Baraka's son, who is the mayor now.
Okay.
You think about people who are organizing and doing things in the community. I've done so many positive things in that city, and I met so many great people in that city. And, I'm here to let you know that, Newark is where it's at.
Is where it's at. Yeah. It sounds like there's a lot of culture there. You're very cultured yourself, so I can tell. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got that flavor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I noticed in your career journey, you started modeling first before you went into acting. So how did that happen? Usually, I'm not saying there's not male models, because usually there's definitely male models, but usually when we grow up as little girls, we go, I want to be a model,
Right.
especially if everyone's telling us we're tall and we got a pretty face. Oh, you should be a model. How did that happen for you?
Well, for me, it wasn't that.
Okay.
I mean, people had told me, coming up, like, yo, you should try to model and stuff. You kind of got this thing. But me being who I was an athlete. Football was my first love.
That's what I thought.
I was like, come on, man, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not modeling and stuff. I'm not into that stuff, But the story goes like this. I had a girlfriend at the time was going to Stony Brook University, which is in Long Island.
Okay.
And I would have to take the Long Island Railroad from Jamaica Ave and go out to Long Island. And I would hang out with her on the weekend. Her suite mates would be gone, and I get the chance to hang out in the suite and then go to the Commons and eat. Then I would go to the gym and ball and stuff.
Suite. Okay, so is that another word for apartment or flat or?
Yeah, well, it was it was a campus living.
Okay.
So you had like 3 or 4 girls in a suite.
Okay.
And then she would stay, and then like her roommates, suite mates, or whatever you want to call them, would go home for the weekend. Okay. So that was a nice time for me to come hang out. Get the campus life that way, and go play basketball and hang out with her, and just enjoy our weekend and be teenagers. Yeah. Doing stuff like that. So make a long story short, I was riding the Long Island Railroad, heading out to Long Island, to Stony Brook, and I'm waiting on the platform for the train. And his brother, he had a portfolio of himself, and he kept looking back at me. And I'm like, what the hell is this dude looking at? What's going on right now? But anyway, he walked up on me, and he had a profile shot of him, of himself. Okay. And he presented it to me. He was like, hey, doesn't this look like you? And I was looking at it, I said, man, it kind of looks like me, but it's not me.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that he was riding the same train that I was, and we got on the train, and he just kept, just encouraging me. He was like, Tobias, man, you could do this. I'm telling you, you could really, do this modeling thing. Yes. You should really, try to pursue this in a real way. Yeah. And he was the one that really pushed me over the edge, where I went out, and I took some money, and I got some professional pictures taken, got a comp card, and that's really what kind of like set that journey off for myself, where I started really, getting involved and starting to search and figure out my way in the fashion world. And then being in New York at that time, you think about the neo soul and, that kind of energy that was just happening at that time. It was just a vibe that was moving on. So, as a young cat moving up into the city and moving around and being in the industry and seeing things, it was an eye-opener. Plus, the energy of the city just felt great. There was a movement that was happening. So that was like that's what pushed me over the edge to get some professional pictures taken. Now, there was a lot that happened in between before I got to here, but that's exactly what happened. I mean, his brother had his portfolio, and that train ride,
changed your life.
He really was just like, man, you could do this, man. He was like, you could really do this. And I used to see him a lot in the beginning, but after some time, I wouldn't, a lot of people, you see a lot of faces, they fade in this game if they don't have the stamina or the endurance.
I was going to say, so you just probably catapulted to the top
definitely.
And just kept going.
Yeah. I mean, my career has always been a gradual uphill climb. So God has always blessed me. And it's just always been that way for me, where, the next step always led me to a greater step. It always led me to the next job that was better than the one before. So I've just been very blessed in that way. Not taking anything for granted. There's been a lot of struggle with it. Yeah. I've had a great support system. I have great people that stepped up and held me down when needed. As an artist, it's not easy. But those were the first like real steps that I took when I started in this game. And I
figured it must be really fun in New York, because we still look at New York as the fashion capital. You know what I mean? And it sounds like it was that time when it was real hot.
Yeah. Like I say, man, you think about mid-90s and that time. It was a lot of energy. You think about like D'Angelo, and you think about the bad boy movement, and
that your whole look was in. Your whole look was,
Yeah, you think about just how that neo soul kind of flavor, brown sugar. Yeah, it was just a vibe. Yes. New York was rocking at that time, and I was happy to be a part of it, and happy to have that experience to kind of to be a part of that time, in New York.
Did you like the work? Did you like the hours, the posing? That people, when you think about modeling and you think about taking the pictures, people just think it's all glam and glitz. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work. Did you?
No, it's work.
How was you feeling?
It was work. I mean, first you do what's natural, and then I think about when I was a Ford model for a while.
Okay.
I was on the Ford board for a long time, and during that time, I was doing a lot of catalog work, and I used to look at some of the white cats that were out there, and you have clients that book you a lot, and models that might have had more experience. I would watch and how they would have to be animated and have to move for the camera and stuff. So those were places that kind of gave me a foundation when it came to camera angles and stuff like that, which I still use to this day, even thinking about film work and stuff, understanding light, understanding where the camera is and those things. It all came from, that fashion, foundation that I learned years ago, parts of it. So it's like always adding things into your toolbox and, and just keep being a student to the game and growing. And growing.
Yes. So I imagine it translated into your acting career. What do you what do you feel like you took with you once you transitioned to an actor? What did you take with you from even the camera angles?
Well, for me, there was a lot that happened from what I just told you when the brother approached me on the platform, but early on, I started getting into the theater at the National Black Theater in Harlem. Okay. And I was doing a lot of commercials and things of that nature. So when I first, when you're in the fashion, you look at a catalog. You got like 4 white cats. You got 1 brother in there, and you got all the best looking brothers in the city going after this one job.
Role, yes.
And you open up your portfolio. Sometimes they might not even really look at you. They look at it and pass it back. But when I started going on acting auditions and realizing that I could bring my personality to the table and set myself apart, that's when it was like, wow, this really opened me up. I was like, because in the fashion world, you don't really speak as much, or you're not really, and if you're young, you're not really, injecting your personality that way because you're just still learning and everything. But when I learned. And I started getting into the theater and started going on these acting auditions and being able to be myself in front. That's when the game changed for me. Yeah. And a lot has happened. Like I said, being introduced into the theater, that was one of the main things for me as an actor that gave me the foundation to be able to pursue the craft. Having a black theater experience, having good people around me, from Dr. Tier, from Tunde Samuels. These are like people that came up in the game when you talk about the Negro Ensemble Company. Some of our great legends that we admire and icon, they come from this world, this camp of actors and thespians that were broke and just doing the work in the 70s and the 80s. So I had some really good mentors from that camp. And that really schooled me to, theater, schooled me to the black theater. And that was it was an eye opener. It was an eye opener, and I loved it. Yeah. I loved it. I loved it so much that
You're here now.
Yeah, I jumped all the way in. I'm like, I'm doing this shit. I love it.
But what sparked it for you? Because obviously, you were doing the modeling, and I know you took things with you. But what sparked it? Just like you got on the bus one day, and God sent somebody to you. Yeah. What sparked the acting bug? Is it a natural evolution?
Well, it was. I think so. I think it's kind of natural for some of us. Just going from fashion to acting, and even just moving over to like photography and being a director and a producer. You kind of, you develop in a certain way. But I just had some good people around me, and I, early on somebody offered me a lead role in the film, and
wow.
I was like, okay. And this was film; it wasn't even digital yet. And
this was just on your look, or
this was just on my energy, my look. I've always, even when I played sports, even when I took the leap of faith to go into the industry, I always went hard at everything. It wasn't just like, I sat back and everything just came to me. I went hard at it. I went, I aggressively attacked it. So my energy, my my natural swag, whatever that is, you know, it has a certain magnetism to it. So people, you know, at that time, they wanted me to be, you know, their lead in a role in their films, and you know, do some leads in the theater, and I went for it. I went for it, and I was humble too. I wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I had to be a student to learn and understand the craft itself, and be humble enough to understand the people that came before me.
Okay.
And that, you know, they laid down the groundwork to make it easy for me.
Right.
So, you know, this business is it's a beautiful business when you play it a certain kind of way.
That's right.
And the gifts and things that were given to me and presented to me, being a young man from Queens, New York, it was something that I was like, oh yeah, I love this. I'm doing this. It wasn't like a second guess.
This is it.
It was like, yeah, this is great. Oh, and I knew I had the gold. It wasn't that I didn't know. It wasn't something that I had to figure out. It was just about everyone else catching up to me.
Right.
And it's always been that way. It's always been, you know, I know I'm gold. I just have to, you know, it's just for y'all to figure it out.
So your training grounds was hands-on. You didn't, you know, how did you study? So did you go to school? Did you take classes, or was your training ground theater?
Yeah. Well, you know, the story is, I went to UCLA, right, the upper corner of Lenox Avenue. So, but yeah, you know, there's this game, this industry is a very hands-on type of industry.
Okay.
You know, you do learn hands-on. You do learn, you know, cameras and how to run the board and lights hands-on.
Yes.
You know, while you're in the mix while it's going on.
Yes.
So yeah, there were things that I picked up along the way, but I did have to study. I did have to, you know, go to class. I did have to attend these workshops. I did have to, you know, relentlessly reinvent what I'm doing for myself. I did have to relentlessly figure out how I'm gonna do this play, the same play I've been doing every night, how I'm gonna keep it fresh for myself. So it is a craft. It's not like some flim, you know, it's not like, you know, you just show up and it happens for you. You know, you have to be able to do the work, and that's what I've always been taught, is to do the work.
Yeah, I feel like there's the talent, and then there's the skill set. So
yeah, you got to have some skill.
Yeah,
we're all talented.
Yeah,
it's not a question. You know, we're black folks. We're talented.
Very
beyond our own measure.
Yes.
We are so gifted with what we have, and it's just about being able to present it in a certain way, being able to understand your gifts, and then also know your weak areas, places that you have to figure out and adjust and get better at. Yeah. So you have to stay. I'm always a student. I'm always a student. Yeah. Every gig I get or go on, every job, I'm sitting back. You know, when I'm on Empire, I'm watching Terrence, I'm watching Taraji. When I'm, you know, wherever I'm working, I'm paying attention. I'm looking at how Tyler Perry moves the crew. I'm watching how Tyler Perry, you know, lights the scene, and how, you know, he you know, operates as a producer, or even watching him how he operates as an actor. Right. So it's always a lesson to be learned.
Yeah. As you tell your story, I can see where the diversity comes in, because as I, you know, did my research and looked at all your films and the television that you've done, I'm like, wow, almost every role he's a different person. Yeah. You know, he's not going to be typecast at all.
Thank you.
Every role you are a different person. Yeah. Every role, and you bring life to every character.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I would like to continue to celebrate you. We have a video, a homage video that we like to show, and it's an homage to some of our favorite actors.
Yes.
And we just want to show that for you.
Okay.
Run that for me, O'Brien.
And the Oscar goes to Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
This moment is so much bigger than me. This moment is for Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne, Diane Carroll.
You just live here! Yeah, that's right, you better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me!
I hear like you see, like that hummingbird outside the window, for instance.
I can't hear her.
You hear that? A heart just skipped a beat. But you're gonna have to make it work, Ray. Yeah, well, I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Yeah.
When I get the okay, I plan on embedding myself in the Defenders Association to research my book, which means you're gonna have to deal with me for a little while. I'm gonna continue to make you laugh until you snort.
That sounds great.
So here's the old friends reconnecting. That's that brand new right there. You got something.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. It's fire.
Yo, seriously though, he's a tougher critic than my mom.
I know, wow. Thank you.
No. The two of y'all did that. For real. You got magic.
You think you could recreate something like this in a housing development?
You want me to grow roses from concrete?
Okay, Tupac.
What you know about Tupac?
I love Tupac.
Oh, really?
I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider.
Hey, you don't wanna
fuck
with me? Hold up.
I'm Big G. And I'm a businessman. I'm like a scout for like the NBA, you know? And I got an eye for talent. Now my team, we heavily invested in San Diego. And I know you heard about what happened, right?
Oh, man, Harden, I swear I'm gonna kill him.
Hey, you do remember you're wearing a wire, right? I'm kidding, all right? I'm just kidding.
Hey, girl. When you want to hit it?
Can you put me on about 30?
Can do. Yes.
Yeah.
That piece over here. A shorty springs a leak.
Easy, guys. I'm NYPD.
We know who you are, Detective Riley.
Looking for a little action?
I guess you could say that. Well, you can do whatever you want to, huh? Fucking ass. Come on her, come in the mouth. Whatever you like. Just no rough stuff, all right?
I love you. What did I do wrong? Just tell me what I did wrong.
Dude, you're doing it right now. You was 2 years old. If you was 102, you was outside. Shit. See, like me, I like the time when everybody was face to face.
Honey, I told you, it's the wrong room.
Hey, I saw you the other day taking pictures of us.
We're honeymooners.
We thought this was our room, but our key doesn't work, so guess it isn't.
What's in the bag? Let me tell you something, baby. Church can't help your mother. Now, don't get me wrong, man. Ain't no disrespect to the church. And church is a good place. You know, you need an outlet. You need to get focused. You go to church. I got a good job, man. Cleaning offices, you know? They don't know about that old warrant. If I would have stopped, they would have found out at work. Could mess me up. I'm being straight. Check my time card.
I don't know what I would do without you here with me. You have been so perfect.
That's probably the one thing that nobody has ever called me
No,
before.
you are. And thank you for being that right now.
Anytime, any place. Thanks for coming, man. You made it. Yeah, man, you see how we getting down on that guerrilla-style activism, right?
Sure getting them jokers revved up in there.
Mm-hmm. Something like what you did. Yeah. You know, Mo, this movement is expanding.
Should I have a seat? First off, we'd like to say we're sorry for your loss. This is Detective Lacey. She will be the lead investigator on Xavier's case.
Is this what you're looking for, bitch?
Wow.
Congratulations, you.
Yeah. That was cool. That was real cool.
Yeah. We want to celebrate you here. We want to propose a toast to you and your career.
That's so nice.
We every month we feature a different whiskey.
Okay.
And Mr. Cook tells us all about this one. This one is called Woodward Reserve. And can you tell us about it?
Not a problem. So for the month of December, we're drinking Woodward Reserve. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon, small batch, meaning that it's handcrafted, and it's right here in the U.S. It's got a little bit of more of a bite to it than some of the scotches, and definitely some of the aged double or triple aged scotches. But it's a nice flavorful whiskey.
And you still got to put water in mine though, because.
Yes, I tame yours down a little bit so you can handle it.
Well, we want to propose a toast to you, Tobias. First of all, thank you for coming.
Thank
you. We really appreciate it. Thank you for being the leading man in my short film music video.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for blessing us with your gifts all these years and just being a pioneer in this game.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Happy life.
Yep. Salute.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Vanilla.
So interesting.
You wait, what?
To see, just to have, I guess the time that I traveled on this journey to be brought up to a point where we could talk about it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's all you.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
We excited about you.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. A lot of us are excited about you. A lot of us are watching today. We're excited about you.
Okay. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, yeah. They'll be calling in and chatting in a minute.
Let's get it.
We're going to get into it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
We have this little thing I want to show, because we got to celebrate the beginning, too. We got to look at the beginning to the end.
Okay.
Can you show that for me, O'Brien? Nope, not that one. Did you have the day the bread turned green?
Yeah, it should have been.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
I know. Well, you know what? We'll do this one. We'll do this.
Good.
We'll let them get that.
That's all good.
We'll look at the model pics.
Okay.
We'll look at the model pics. I wanted to look at some of your look at you. How old were you? 10?
Nah, not even. I was a grown man.
Oh, you was a grown. Okay,
I just got that baby face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So in your modeling, oh my God, I can't. What? It's a surprise to me too because I didn't know what pictures they were. Wow, you are a beautiful man. Look at you. Every angle.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I know my girlfriends are cracking up at me right now. You did really well. How old were you there?
Oh man, I was easily in my 30s.
Were you?
Yeah.
You look about 19.
Yeah.
By the face.
Yeah,
by the face.
those were older pictures.
Yeah,
but I would say probably around 32 or so, 33.
Yeah. Did we find the other? Okay, all right. Let's show this little snippet really quick. I just wanted the people to see where it all began.
The master baker is Barry Wise.
If the bakers rule the world, there'll be no more wars. No more wars. If bakers
Rule the world, there will be no more wars.
Rewind that just a little bit.
I've never seen that clip.
Rewind that just a little. I want to hear him say, there will be no. Yeah.
Rule the world, there will be no more wars.
How come
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. Was that 2008?
Nah, it got to be earlier than that.
Nah,
2008? I don't remember.
I can't
You know
tell
what
you.
it was? A good friend of mine, damn, I can't remember his name right now. I was on One Life to Live, and he was the grip. He was either a grip or he might be a cameraman. And he had a project that he wanted to do, and I was like, all right, I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
And that was the day the bread turned green.
The day the bread turned green.
But, going into, you talk about relationships in this game and in the industry and how it's based on relationships. That was one of those kind of things because, I'm a star on the soap opera. And because our working relationship every day, I was able, he was able to get me on this project.
Yeah, that was nice of you.
Yeah,
that
but
was
he
really
was good
nice.
people.
Yeah,
he was really good people.
Yeah, Yeah, we enjoyed you. We was like, look at him.
Oh my God, I still have that hat somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah, it's transformed. It's a different shape right now. I still love it though. Yeah.
So that was your wardrobe, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So, we were speaking on the diversity in your acting roles, right?
Yes.
And how important to you as an actor for you to get get to experience the different roles? How important is it for you to play different characters and not be typecast, as we were talking about before?
Oh, it's very important. I've been blessed. I think early on, you get a certain amount of kind of roles, certain roles that come through. And, one of my acting teachers always said the operative word is cast. Typecast. I've never really been in that box, but we're working.
Yes.
And, I don't really look at typecast or those things as a bad thing. But for myself, challenging myself, stepping out of my comfort zone, just trying to be authentic and honest to whatever character that I'm playing is always the key. And through that, it's given me a range that people have noticed and been able to see, from the day that bread turned green to One Life to Live to, playing, psycho killer and person of interest to, cop roles and different kind of roles and, D major on Empire and all kind of different roles and stuff. But that's what we do. Yeah. That's what we want to do.
We play.
Yeah, we want to play, and we want to be able to challenge ourselves, and we want to, get into different vehicles that we're not used to. Yeah. We want to stretch. So I've been lucky enough to have roles that have challenged me in different ways.
Yeah, you've definitely been blessed because, again, as I was doing the research, I'm like, wow, he's been, all over the spectrum in regards to his roles and his acting. And there are still a lot of actors that don't get that opportunity to play different roles. But to me, I feel like there's a secret that you have. I mean, I believe that you bring that to the table because if not, it wouldn't be possible.
Yeah. I think with my, I just said there's a certain honesty that has to come through and something that's authentic and genuine. And I think, I'm able to bring that. And then I guess for my look, I'm always changing. Yeah. So they always kind of, I'll grow my hair out. I'll wear my beard real thick. And then it'll lead me to the perfect role for that. Yeah. And then I'll cut it off and then it'll lead me to the perfect role for that. And it's just been that way for me where I'm able to be a chameleon that way and change and, come up with different looks and just be a different person. And even in Contempt and stuff, they started making my beard gray and making me age up even with a baby face. So it kind of works for me.
Works well.
In a way.
Yeah. I think you just told us the secret, just being able to be a chameleon and literally, physically and spiritually changing all the time, always evolving.
Always. Yeah. Always evolving. Yeah. Always evolving. My mind is always 3-4 months ahead. Like my mind is already in February, March.
Yes.
And this might even be because of the fashion, because fashion is always 4 months ahead. TV is always 4 months ahead. But my brain works that way. Yeah. My mind is already in March.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'm always future pacing. I'm always looking ahead. I'm always looking for. It's really, I have to admit, I have a terrible memory. I mean, I can memorize the hell out of lines, but I can't remember anything from my past, and it's so weird.
Me neither. Like when I hear things from my past are very
like glimpses.
They're just little sporadic. Like even 2 years ago.
Last week, I'm trying to tell you. I mean, it's like a glimpse to me. It's because my mind is so forward thinking. It's weird. I don't know. People could be best friends. People I grew up with. You don't remember when we? And I'm like,
yeah. Oh. Yeah, somebody hit me on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. You don't remember me? I used to have a crush on you. I'm like,
I don't know what that is.
What are we gonna do about that now?
You might have to go sit on the couch somewhere. Figure out what happened. Why I can't remember anything from my past. I can't remember what happened 2 days ago.
But I feel like that too, the thing that I try to do is stop and smell the roses. So I try to okay, that good thing happened. Let me bask in that for a moment.
Oh yeah, it's always about living in the moment. Always the present moment. I think that's a gift that acting has given me, is being able to be very present.
Yes.
Always present.
Yes.
And that's the only thing we have.
Yeah.
Amira.
Yeah. The only thing we can control.
That's the only thing we have.
So the here and the now.
Yeah.
You
so
know?
we got to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Got to be here now.
Yeah. Knowing that the moment is the past.
Exactly.
That's a mine.
Exactly.
So we have your, I believe it's your latest film. It's not your latest project, just your latest film. Equal Standard.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. We wanted to show a little clip from that because I really want to talk about that. I really want to talk about that.
It's a very powerful film. Very proud of that film.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Good. Can you play that for me, O'Brien?
Try to go be a good cop. There's not many of us left.
I just stopped by to see my daughter.
Another young black male dead in his 20s due to the lack of training in the cop.
They come in our community, they kill our young black men, and they walk out without a scratch?
Fucking finish your life right now, motherfucker.
We have to blame ourselves too sometimes.
What you talking about?
Them white cops are scared too.
Floor seats for the next couple models going.
Especially with all this shit going on, these police keep killing us out here in these streets like this.
Police!
I'm a cop.
You got a badge. Let you talk to people like that.
Step back! Step the fuck back!
What are you gonna do about this motherfucking nigger cop that shot my son?
Your eyes open. Not everybody's in favor of the turnout.
Oh, you want revenge? You're a fucking man. Step out of the car.
You niggas be over like Rick.
Josh's fingerprints were found at the scene.
Charge him.
They're not so much scared of the guns that we bust off. They're scared of us uniting.
You don't fucking tell me now you'll never see your wife and son again.
One thing I can say that speaks volumes to young people and cops is that we can come together.
We have a warrant for your arrest.
Families are broken because of you both.
Will not face any criminal charges in the shooting death of Williamson. He was unarmed at the time.
No, I don't need nobody else. Do white cops hate black people?
I'm gonna shoot this motherfucking cop!
So I'm just gonna let myself.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's a very important film.
Yo, that film is so good. You don't even understand how good that film is.
I do. It's chills through my spine.
Yeah. The the film is has a lot more to say than just the trailer.
Yeah.
And the trailer and the film is, you might not really get what the film is really about just from the trailer.
Okay.
But the trailer itself is very powerful too.
I love movies like that.
Yeah.
You know, where they don't have to tell the storyline in the trailer to sell it,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a huge and great piece of work.
Oh, thank you.
So I know in this climate, this time, I know it was very important for you to be a part of this film. I feel like I'm going to say something that's kind of silly or redundant, but where did you draw from when you had to step into this role? What was your inspiration and even your motivation on this one?
Well, that particular film, Equal Standard, the writer Tahim, he's from Queens.
Okay.
We shot it in Queens, New York.
Okay.
Tahim and I, we have we have a relationship and stuff. So we build on our rapport. So, a lot of the elements about that film, from the environment to the language to just the cast and the crew, it really fit really well for me.
Okay.
Everything kind of fell into place for me as far as playing Detective Chris Johnson.
Okay.
When you think about just being a black man in America, getting up every day,
right.
yeah, there's
Just
plenty to draw from.
Right.
There's plenty to think
right.
about it.
I almost didn't want to ask the question, but I know you have a deeper level to it. So,
yeah. So at the end of the day, that film to me is at its core is about family. People wanting to get home to their family, take care of their family. And who doesn't want to take care of their family?
Right.
So it was important for me to kind of show that part of Chris, Detective Johnson, on how he is a family man and how committed he is to his job and the badge, but overall his well-being and how he takes care of his home. And, you know, that's me.
Yeah.
You know, that's the type of person I am. So when you think about that kind of spirit and that kind of personality, it was already kind of embedded in me that way, as far as community being united and having that family kind of structure. So it was just one of those things, like I say, from the writing, from the environment, everything from Ice-T to Tretch. You know, there's a lot of my friends, Selena Johnson. These are people I know.
Yeah.
We were very comfortable
with each other, right?
With working with each other.
Right.
So very proud of that film.
Yeah.
When I set off, you know, to kind of segue back to what we started when I started the fashion. But when I started in the fashion and I went around to the neighborhood and talked to my people and friends about, yo, this is what I want to do. This is, you know, I need money to make this happen. I need bread to make this happen. It was always with the vision in mind that I was going to be in a lead in a super powerful global type of film that that could set the difference. And that is that kind of project for me. So it all, you know, kind of circles back and, you know, just comes home to me for me because yeah, I'm really proud of the film, and I think anybody that sees the film, they'll really enjoy it. And when I set off on this journey, you know, 20 plus years ago, that was, you know, that was all. Yeah, it was always. I saw that. I could see that.
Yeah.
I still have other things in my vision and dreams that are clear to me, but that was definitely one of those ideas.
One of your manifestations.
That was like, yo, I'm gonna be in a major film.
Yeah.
I need that $5, my man. Come up off that.
Yes.
You know, it's an investment. I
Yes.
know you don't understand investments, but
Right
I'm
now,
gonna teach you.
you
Right
know.
now.
But you'll see. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody, please go out and check out Equal Standard, the movie. You could go to equalstandardmovie.com.
Okay.
It was released independently. Soon to be probably on all the major platforms, and just check it out.
Yes.
It's $9.99. It's a independent film, Black producers, and you know, for us, by us, and it's a really powerful film. It's a powerful film.
So you said it's going to be available on all the major platforms?
Yeah, working out some things now.
Okay.
But right now, like I said, it was released independently. So you go to Equal Standard. The name of the film is Equal Standard, and you go to equalstandardmovie.com.
Okay. Hear that, you guys? equalstandardmovie.com.
Yeah.
I will be watching that tonight.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Please do. Please enjoy. So then we can talk about that on set tomorrow.
Yeah, we can talk about it on set tomorrow.
We're going to have some things to talk about.
Right. Right. You better leave me alone. Stop it. Okay, I'm trying to get through this interview.
It's all
okay.
good. You gave me the whiskey.
I mean, I was hoping it subdued you a little bit, but I think it went the other way.
That was so good.
Speaking of energy, though, it seemed like the energy on the set was, high but intense.
Oh, very intense, very intense, man. When you see Tretch's performance in his Tretch is my brother,
yeah,
and quiet as a cat. Tretch is a really, really good actor, and he created his own language in this film. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Yeah, he's like the comic relief a little bit in a certain kind of way.
Good,
but between Taheem, like I said, Selena, we did a proof of concept. 2-3 years prior to actually shooting the full feature-length film. So we had already built on the chemistry a little bit.
Yeah.
And Taheem, thank God, the type of writer, producer that he is, he writes to people.
Okay.
So he wrote the film to me.
To you.
So it was like one of those things that's
why
he made it.
Yeah,
he made
it fits like a glove.
Right.
Yeah. You would have did it anyway because we done seen your work, but the fact that was tailored to you, that's beautiful. Yeah, I can tell. How was Ice-T? Like, how?
Oh man, that's the big brother right there, Ice-T. You think about trailblazers, people that's been doing it before.
Yeah.
Ice is one of those cats that, lay it out straight. They got to tell you. And, we out west and stuff.
Yeah.
He's always going to give it to you straight. And, I'll give you one quick moment.
Okay.
But when we did the premiere, Ice-T and Havoc from Mobb Deep, because Tahim, the writer, is actually from Queensbridge,
Okay.
and you know, Mobb Deep and everybody's from
Okay.
Queensbridge and stuff.
Yeah.
And after the film, you know, Havoc comes over to mind you know, these are my idols.
Right,
you know,
right.
You know, I'm a street cat from Queens and stuff like that. And you know, Havoc grabs me over by the shoulder and he's like, "Yo, man, you know, I was watching that film and you know, that's my boy, and I'm real critical of watching it." He's like, "But yo, you made me forget I was watching a movie." And I was like, wow, like, you know, he said, he grabbed me, you know, brothers be drinking and stuff. Like, yo, man, you made me feel like made me forget I was watching a movie. And, you know, that hit home for me. I was like, damn, you know, that's my, you know, like I said, these are my idols and stuff. Ice-T, man, you know, being able to speak to him, call him, rap with him, you know, like, come on, man, I'm living a dream.
Yeah, yeah, you seem like it, and you're enjoying it too. Yeah. Yeah, we're excited. We're proud for you. We're proud of you. Yeah. Okay, we got chatters. Yeah, let's see what the chatter's talking about.
Chatters.
Yeah. So some people like to call in.
Okay.
And actually talk with you. And a lot of people, they're watching, like I said, on Facebook, YouTube.
We're on Facebook right now?
Yeah, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and Periscope. And then the IG people, they like watching behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Gary Bonslater. He says hello. We got Shanice joined. There's a lot of people. They probably been talking this whole time.
It's hitting on all levels.
Nicole, man, they like, we're up in here. Everyone's everywhere watching. We're spread out, but we're watching. And then we're also on Blog Talk Radio on Drip the Mic Network. And so they're listening on there as well. But on Facebook, Jonathan Robinson, he says, hello, happy holidays. Facebook, Rodney F. Cruz, he says, good evening and happy holidays. Everybody's wishing happy holidays. Nice. And Walter Hardison, he said, good evening as well.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, you guys call in and talk to the brother Tobias. You know, y'all know who he is. Y'all done seen him on everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's doing his thing. And then he's also going to be joining me tomorrow as the leading man in my new music video / short film called Everything.
I love it.
And we're about to have a great time. We're going to be shooting for 2 days with you.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can squeeze in something in the morning on Wednesday.
Whatever you need. We'll get it done.
Look at me. You get here and I'm asking for extra. Anyway.
That's all good.
Okay. So, chatters, comments. You know what? So this is what I wanted to do. I haven't picked the scene. I wanted to pick the scene, but I want you to pick the scene. Can we do like a reenactment of your favorite scene? And then, but you got to put me in it too. Like I want to have a part. Like,
reenactment. Okay.
Like, what are your favorite scenes? Just like just one of like your favorite lines. But it has to be like a female in a part.
It has to be a female in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, you put me on the spot.
Sorry, I was gonna pick a clip.
So
we can find a clip though if you want to find a clip that's your favorite. We can find one, pull it up.
All right, I mean, we could try something. We could just improv something.
Okay.
So there's something I'm working on now.
Okay. All right.
And
they still casting for the female?
Yeah, it's cast.
Oh, okay.
But you
gotta be breaking my heart.
You basically. We're going to improv.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
You walked away. You walked away from me at the altar, and we was just about to get married. And you go upstairs, and you're feeling guilty because you cheated on me.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Amira, it's me. Let me in.
You don't want to see me right now.
Just let me in. What's going on? If you're having an upset stomach and you need some time for yourself, that's fine. You know, take care of your business, and I'll meet you downstairs. We'll be fine. Okay?
You got to understand, Tobias. I've loved you all my life.
I know, and I love you too, baby. But what's going on? We're about to get married.
I mean, you were my first love.
Yes.
And you were that boy next door that came and knocked on my door and told my parents that you wanted to take me out.
Of course. That's right.
So I dedicated my life to you.
Me to you too, babe.
Except this one time.
What happened?
When you went away to college on that scholarship.
Wait, Mary, please don't break my heart now. What's going on? What happened?
Your best friend Eddie told me that you were gonna leave me because all the girls were after you because you were the star on the football team, and
what happened?
He tricked me.
Who tricked you?
I knew you wouldn't do that to me, but I was scared and I was alone, and I didn't think you were gonna come back. I didn't think you were gonna come back, Tobias. I didn't think you were going to come back.
I'm here. What? Who tricked you? They tricked you to do what?
I was with your best friend, Eddie.
You was with Eddie?
Yeah.
You cheated on me?
We were so young. You were gone.
You cheated on me?
It didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything.
Wow.
But I can't go through with this without telling you the truth. Tobias.
I knew something was wrong. I knew something was off. I just couldn't put my finger on it. I gave you everything. I take care of you. I give it to you. Before you can even think about it, I give it to you. This is how you treat me? We got a house full of people down there, and this is how you treat me?
I couldn't go through with the lie. I couldn't start our life with the lie. It's because I love you, that I walked away. I love you.
Who is he?
It's always you.
Who is he? Who the hell is he? I want to know who is he, goddammit!
You know what?
Who the hell is he, goddammit? I want to know what the hell's going on around here.
Oh shit! It was Eddie.
Good.
It was Eddie.
Eddie.
That damn slickster.
Yes.
Y'all ain't even friends no more.
Good.
Thank you. You
Damn,
are good,
baby.
Yeah, you brought it out in me, man. That was all you.
I see you. Intense.
Mm-hmm.
Very intense.
So again, if it's not cast.
yeah. I like that.
We had a good time.
Oh yeah, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You gotta let everything else melt away and
That's
just
right.
be vulnerable.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Why would I ever walk away? It probably would have been that.
Damn.
Yeah.
They tricked you.
Yeah, he tricked me. He said you was playing around with it, He said you was never coming back.
Suckers.
He said you were a football star and you didn't have time for little old country me anymore. That's what he said.
Well, that makes the story for a good drama.
Yeah.
A
One Like to Live
the
episode.
one that was fooled, got tricked. Where the hell
You said who tricked you? Like, how did that?
Like I could Eddie, not my main man. That's not making sense.
Can you guys do me a favor and turn on the air in here? Usually I'm asking for you guys to turn it off, but it's
a little warm.
It's a little toasty in here.
A little warm in here. Yeah.
You know what I want to talk about?
Please, let's talk about it.
I want to talk about Tobias the video hunk.
Oh. Yeah, I've done a few videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
couple of Fantasia,
Shantae Moore.
If you go further back, you can catch me in a couple as in Mary J. Blige video.
Oh, I didn't find that one.
Maxwell.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see some let's see some clips from Fantasia.
Oh. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, Shantae Moore.
Yeah. Now,
that was a real one. Oh, that was Doing Me. That was
which one? Doing Me?
Yeah, that was I did 2 Fantasia videos, Doing Me, and that was the second one. What was the second one? I forget the name of it. Doing Me. No, Free Yourself was the first one, and Doing Me was the second one.
Talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and free yourself. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Miami.
Was that real?
Fantasia.
She got her lips poked all the way out.
Oh man. The power of the pause.
Oh, okay, that's what that was.
Damn, I didn't realize I had Shantae's finger in there like that.
Because she, Fantasia.
Hey, Fantasia, she's such a sweetheart, man. Big shout out to Fantasia and her husband.
Yeah,
good people, good people. No, for real, like good people. Good people.
I love her music.
And she's such a sweetheart, man.
Yeah.
We had a good time. Yeah, a real good time.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because now you're going to be, that leading man.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. When so was it an agent thing or was it something that you wanted to do in regards to music videos, R&B, singers, or was it kind of like an agent was like, hey, you would work perfectly for these music videos?
Well, I think from what I remember, doing me, no, Free Yourself. Yeah. They were looking at a lot of models.
Okay.
But they needed a model that can act.
Okay.
And that's when my name came up.
That's when the magic happened.
And Benny Boom was the director.
Mm-hmm.
Good friend of mine, Benny Boom, who's been directing forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the audition. I had to come in there and basically they wanted me to like break down emotionally like I was going. Oh, matter of fact, that was watching the tabloids because Fantasia was seeing somebody else, and then my character kind of has this like breakdown. And just can't believe it. So that's basically what I had to do in a very small room, smaller than this room.
Wow.
And just release myself in a way, and I got the job.
And then, that was the audition process.
That was the audition process. And then I remember even those scenes that we did, Fantasia and I remember we were arguing and like, I was like bringing it to her and everyone was like,
dang.
Whoa. It's like, yo, we hit. Like, it's like, whoa, it's Fantasia. It's like, all right, come on.
Did you walk up on her like you just did me?
Yeah, something like that. And
I'm going to have to punch you.
Those called for the best performances, but
it
was fun. And then years later, they were doing
okay.
I think Shantae Moore I just recently did like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. And once again, was it Benny Boom? It might have been Benny Boom again. And they didn't really want me to. They wasn't certain if it would work for me to play this, be a character in a video again. But it made sense. We had chemistry. And they was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Plus, we already had a rapport, the director and I. And then, this is a tip for people that's trying to get into the industry.
Okay.
Being able to be directed or being able to be, easy to work with or when people don't have to think about you and what you're going to do, that helps because there's so many jobs and ideas that a producer has to handle or a director has to handle. And the last thing he wants to worry about is trying to teach somebody how to act.
That's right.
At the same time.
That's right.
It was one of those kind of things where it's like, all right, we got him. All right, do what you do, and I could handle this side. And we just had fun. And Fantasia's energy is just—she's such a sweetheart, and her energy is just, she's just so sweet.
Yeah.
So we just vibe, and our chemistry is just like as soon as we come into 5 feet from each other, it's like our energy is like so it just works. It just works. And then with Shantae Moore. My dear sister, Sidra Smith, who was a producer, and they needed a leading man. I was in Atlanta working on a film project.
Okay, right place, right time.
Yeah, and they was like, "Yo, we need you in Miami," and I was like, "All right."
Yeah,
and it was so weird because as soon as I got to the set, I had to like jump into bed with Shantae Moore. It was like, "All right, take your shirt off, get in the bed." I was like, okay. So like, hi, Shantae, how are you? She was real sweet. We once again, you try to build chemistry in a short amount of time and just, be polite.
Yeah.
And, just trying to find something that we could grab onto to make it look real. And we had a good time. We had a really good time.
Yeah, that's good. Look at you, a really good time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, look at you. You got something else to say. You don't want to.
We had some fun. We made it happen.
Good. Well, we're going to try to recreate that magic. Not the magic that you had with them, though. I want my own magic.
Hey,
I just want to tell you. Okay. I want my own.
Hey, we're not refurbishing nothing.
Okay. That's all I needed.
New.
That's all I needed to hear.
Off the press.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of like them calling you out of projects, so when we were putting together this project, the Everything short film project, and Burundi was giving you a call, you were on another set. You were filming.
Yeah. I was working on a project called Sanctioning Evil.
Okay.
I play a mercenary. First, and I can't wait for you guys to see this because you haven't really seen me in this type of role.
Okay.
And I play a mercenary. He was court-martialed, staff sergeant who was court-martialed, and he winds up kind of living under the radar, and he gets hired by some really important people to go around and kill some other really
important people.
Not important people, but devious, dirty, low down types of folks.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was fun. I get around.
You get to kill, huh?
Yeah, I get to kill people. You get to see me in some action scenes and do some hand-to-hand combat. And, once again, you just see me in that lead role.
Okay,
and,
good.
I think you guys are going to be proud of that one, too.
Okay, good. So is it on hiatus for a second?
We just literally finished shooting. So this is 2021 stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on another project. So these are all projects that'll be out for the new year. Yeah.
Okay. So we don't know when to look for them yet, but we know that you got some stuff coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I did my part. Now it's in their hands.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Well, I know we didn't want to call you away from that, from shooting that, but we got you right on time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're excited. We're really excited.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Now you said 2 projects coming out in 2021?
Yep. Well, yeah, you think about, Equal Standard was released this year, but it'll hit a major platform next year. And then we're talking about Sanctioning Evil, and then this new film. What is the name of the new film?
So you said you're forgetful.
Yeah.
That's because you do so much.
But this new film that I'm working on with Carrie Hilson and Tank.
Oh.
Yeah, that should be, that's called Lust.
Okay.
And that'll be out in the new year.
Is it music-based?
No. It's a Lifetime film.
Oh, okay. Lust.
Yeah, Lust. So
I like it.
Kind of get it.
I like it.
What's going on?
Yeah.
It's got Tank in it, so it's gonna be lust.
It's gonna be lust.
It's gonna be a lot of lust in it.
I thought he surprised me when he came out with that one song.
Yeah.
When we,
baby.
When we,
baby, yeah. Go ahead, Mary. Let's hear it.
I don't know the only part I know is when we.
Yeah.
I know.
Yo, shout out to Tank, man. Cool brother.
Yeah.
And Carrie, she's doing a thing in this project, and we're having a lot of fun.
Good.
We're having a lot of fun.
Good. There was another caller on the line.
Yeah, Aziz's on the line.
Okay, bring him in.
We have somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aziz.
Hey, what's going on, family? How's it going tonight?
Good. How you
Good
feeling?
day. Good evening.
I'm good. Great interview. And even more important than that, it's definitely an honor to have you tonight. Definitely an honor to be here. I'm gonna ask my question, and I'm gonna get on out the way.
Okay.
So the movie, I'm like, I've seen the previews to it, and I'm like really, really, really excited to see it. It's one of those movies that I think is going to give us viewers and the audience just a message and a lot of things to think about. So with that being the case, for an audience that wouldn't be interested in seeing that movie or doesn't see that movie for whatever reason, for us as fans or for us as listeners, what message would you like that comes from the movie that you would like for us to carry on to others when we know, like in conversation, I don't know, coworkers at the coffee machine, things like that. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking a family function or neighbors, whatever the case may be, some people just may not be that audience or a particular type of audience where they would see that. So what is the message that you would like for us as listeners and fans to be able to relay to these type of people?
Right. I mean, just from the title itself, it's called Equal Standard. So, when you think about that, we don't really ask for much. We just want a level playing field, to be able to be productive citizens in the world. It's a conversation piece. We're talking about police brutality. Yeah. We're talking about police and community relationships and relations, but it tells the story from inside the blue wall. So it's a very interesting dynamic, and it's a very, very, very good conversation starter. I think anybody who might not be informed on how the Black experience may be in America, this would be a great tool, that they can use to have a better understanding of what, the Black experience may be in America for us. I think also it's also a great way where people can see the other side. You don't always get a chance to, if you're not living in that world, it's a chance to actually peek into that world. I think on all those levels, the conversation from the movie itself, I think the title itself, I think the the people that's involved in it, I think those are be some great points that you could bring up to people who might not necessarily been paying attention to this type of film, or might not even have been thinking about viewing a movie like this. I think those are great ideas that you could bring to them, but it's definitely a conversation piece. I think this piece should be in in the curriculum in colleges and stuff. It could be a piece that if a person was going into the armed forces or into the police academy, this could be a perfect film to watch, to give them examples of what not to do, or give them examples of how to approach the community, or give them examples on being a better cop. There's a lot of different relationships that happen, and it's like 4 or 5 storylines intertwined in this particular film. So those reasons I would definitely believe would be great ideas that you could present to someone who may have never even thought about watching this type of film, or even thinking about getting involved and engaging in this type of conversation.
Are you there?
Absolutely,
okay.
I agree. Yeah. I agree 100%. I definitely agree. I agree so much with that. And I just wanted to say, thank you to all who has participated in that movie, because the one thing that I always fear is when things like that happen, the Breonna Taylors, the George Floyds, Alton Sterling, when things like this happen, my biggest fear every time is that the conversation is going to die until another incident happens.
Oh yeah, that's my fear
and
too.
Even though we're talking about it in our communities, in our households, teaching our children and things like that, holistically as a country, soon as that initial shock and sting dies down, everybody but us is talking about it. So I just want to commend you and thank you for putting that in the forefront, because that is one of the ways that I think we can use to keep that conversation going as well.
Oh, definite. And brothers like yourself, people like yourself, just wanting to engage in that type of conversation is so important. But it's happening on my end. It'll be happening on your end. And, we have to continue to push with the struggle, and we have to continue to, make a difference and spread knowledge. It's the bottom line. Absolutely. Knowledge is king. So.
And I feel like it's a good time too, because everyone is forced to sit down and watch and pay attention.
Oh yeah.
I think that's how the George Floyd case hit the map,
Exactly.
Because we're all forced to, go inside self and heal self before we can reconnect. And every time we think we ready to come back out, and I'll get y'all ass back in there, sit on down, know. And so a movie like this, a film like this is very important, because now they get the full visual and they get all sides, because even from the trailer you can see that it's going to tell the different multi-facets, the different parts of the story. So I think the timing of it is a little genius as well.
Oh yeah, the timing. I mean, the sad part about it would have been relevant
anytime
2 years ago. It'll be relevant 6 months ago. It'll be relevant 11 months from now. So,
but we're all paying attention now.
Yeah, we're paying attention. So, like I said, it's a really, really good film. For us out there, there's an upside. I don't want to give too much away, but because sometimes those images and certain things it's heavy. It's a lot of trauma, but this film, I think, gives us a place where we actually can release, where we actually can, let it out in a way, and also, see ourselves in a good light. Bottom line,
and maybe winning.
Winning. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you definitely get that from Equal Standard, and like I said, I'm very, very proud of this film, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Yeah,
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. I've been a big fan for a long time, so I just want to wish you many blessings in all of your future projects.
Oh, thank you.
And again, thank you so much for honoring us with your presence today. Many blessings to you, and may God bless you.
Thank you kindly. You too, brother.
Aziz, did you get to watch him on Empire?
You know what? I don't get into the Empire and the what I'll get out their way real quick. But what turned me off from that was it was something else that turned me off. I think it was like all the love and hip hop hoopla. I'm not like a reality talk show guy, and like if I'm on social media or something, all of that is intertwined with the reality show thing. And so what happens is once I saw that, I just got turned off about it. I just never got into it. I've probably ever seen 3 episodes in my life of
you need to go back. No, Empire, not Power.
I mean, no. I know that. I'm just saying. No, what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. He watched Power instead.
Any of them shows in that light.
Okay. Well, you should go back and check it out. You should go watch it. He was a producer in that, on that show.
Wow.
Major D.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. You should go check it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you've been doing it, man. You've been in the game for a long time. I mean, I know that, you're starting to feel like an OG now.
I know. That's why I was laughing at before. I was like, we're having a drink because we're actually, there's enough in there to talk about. It's like, wow. It's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Every day. Yes. Every day. Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Aziz, thanks for coming on.
All right.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good rest.
All right. Happy New Year, my brother.
Happy New Year to you too.
All right. Talk soon. So the other person hasn't raised their hand? Okay. Wow. If you want to come on, 646-378-0355, press 1 to be heard. That's how you raise your hand and let us know that you want to speak with the brother Tobias Truvilion. He's going to be getting out of here in a minute. So, we'll give you guys a couple of more minutes to get in here. Otherwise than that, I want to show his website so they'll know how to contact him. And yep.
Thank you.
Yes, and yes. As well as I want you to say the movie. It is, hold on, let me try to, it is equalstandardmovie.com.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I will be going tonight to watch, equalstandardmovie.com. And I want to talk about it when we come back next Sunday. I want to talk about, so everyone that's watching it, chime in with me. It is a very important film. We're excited. We want to see it. We want to hear all the different stories, all the different angles, and everyone is having a life experience. Everyone's having their own life experience, and where we may think that, okay, Black people, we know we got it bad. We know what's going on with us, but we also want to know what's on your mind. What's on, when that person does have his knee on George Floyd's neck, or when we are yelling, we can't breathe, and that makes you get on us more, hurt us more, oppress us more when we can't, breathe. What is that? And we want to know what that other mindset is. And we often hear they're scared, they're worried, they're threatened. Where does that come from? You know what I mean? So I have a sneaking suspicion that this story is going to tell us all facets.
Yeah. We get the peek in there.
Yeah. So I will be I'll be watching that, and I want to talk about it when we come back next Sunday. I definitely want to talk about it. We got the website up there. You guys know how to contact him. Also, what about his IMDb? Did we have that? Go check this brother's filmology out. Or filmography. I'm sorry, out. Go check him out. Yeah. I said ology. It is an ology though. It is a science. It is a education behind it. Filmography. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Hitch. Man, Delirious. Like, look at that. It's I think it was like 54 IMDb.
54?
Yep.
Dang.
54 credits on there.
All right. I'm just getting started.
Huh? Oh, that's only film.
Just getting started. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check out his filmography on IMDb, and get into this brother's story. There's much more that we can talk about and cover. You know, anything you want to say that I didn't cover?
I mean, there's so much that I do. I mean, we talk about community work.
Yes.
Work that we do with the inner city.
Yes.
Especially when we talk about Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Right now during the pandemic, the city has been feeding the community.
Okay.
5,000 meals go out every Wednesday.
Wow.
That we pack and deliver to the people, to the elderly, the people in need. Just before the pandemic, we had a arts program.
Okay.
Year-round arts program, a partnership with Drew University, where we had our theater kids from the inner city get a chance to go up to Madison, New Jersey, which is a liberal arts school.
Okay.
And take on theater and
Workshops.
learn the craft and stuff. And then during the summertime, they would actually spend weeks up on campus and get a chance to get the campus life experience, and we were able to get them paid.
Okay.
So they were able to make money while learning their art. I actually have another brand called True to the Core.
Okay.
True to the Core, I'm plant-based now. I've been plant-based for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So
that's why I brought fruit and water.
Talking about living healthy, taking care of ourselves.
Yes.
Is something that's big to me.
Okay.
I'm actually an excellent cook.
Oh, right.
And I've been helping people with their journey, with their lifestyle and their foods and stuff like that. So that's been part of the brand, True to the Core brand. And with the True to the Core is just that you always check in with yourself, mind, body, or spirit first before you make any decision. Always stay true to your core.
That's right.
So it's like a mantra, but it's been a brand that I've been spreading out and helping people. I've been producing. I'm also a really good photographer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've been,
I've been on like 10, 11 now photo shoots for this project. Where were you?
Hey,
you were filming.
I
Never mind.
You up.
You were filming. Okay.
Yeah. So these are some of the things that make up the man that you see.
Yes.
Mainly spirituality, mainly community, family. Yes. These are the things that make me who I am. Music is a major part of my makeup.
Do you produce music?
No, just music in general.
Okay.
I love soul music. I love funk. I love real music.
Yeah, real singing.
Yeah. So being involved, being a star, being a family person, all these things make me who I am.
Directing, directing and producing.
Yeah, I've been directing. I've produced some films and stuff. So it's always a constant, growth. Mm-hmm. Even now, as we talk about the pandemic, it's just been getting more into investments and things of that nature, learning more about stocks and certain things. Where I've been able to slow down and do more reading and, just to disconnect from the world.
Yeah.
These are all the things that make me. We can go into all this stuff because I love it so much.
Yeah. No, we love it here. Everything that you said is what this show is based on: music, acting, comedy, and spirituality.
Exactly.
And that's why we call it 2020 Vision.
2020 Vision.
Yes.
Yeah, so you gotta have a 2020 vision coming up for this new year.
Yes.
And then if you even think about the spiritual trip that we're on right now.
Yes.
you know, it's important for us to be, you know,
focused,
whole with ourselves first.
You
know, work on those weak areas. You know, this is a spiritual trip that we're going on. So
they call it a pandemic. I call it a healing. You know, they call it a race war. I call it an uprising. You know,
let's talk it.
You know,
let's talk it.
And we have to heal self. We have to go inside self, heal ourselves before we're able to reconnect.
Rebellion. It wasn't a riot. It was a rebellion.
Okay, come on.
Hey. So, you know, these are the things that we do.
I feel like you're holding back.
Community mobilizing, organizing. You know, this is the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
And then along the way, you know, we get a chance to, you know, create some fabulous art at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. I believe that, you know, education is key, you know. Edutainment is key, you know. I think that we need to use our talents. You know, you were talking about Black people. We're just multi-talented. And you were, you know, speaking about that earlier. So I do believe that we should use our talent as vessels to take us higher. You know, that's what it's for. You know, not to degrade us or set us back centuries, but to elevate us.
Yeah, we need to.
And I also believe that we should, beyond joining the conversation, because, you know, you hear that cliche a lot, join the conversation. Some conversations we would have never been involved in. We would have never signed up for. Oppression. You know, I think we came to this life to have a life experience. We didn't come here to see how many people we can enslave. Because if we have free will, then the greatest crime against humanity is slavery, right? We all came here to be free and happy and have a life experience.
That's right.
So we wouldn't have been a part of those conversations. So I don't tend to be upset about, you know, we didn't know they was doing this and they was planning that. You know, we would have jumped in anyway. No, we wouldn't have. The conversation that needs to be had is, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do to elevate ourselves? What are we going to do to keep moving this this train along? What are we going to do? The paradigm shift has happened.
Yes.
You know, the crooked roads are going to be set straight. The upside down is going to turn up again.
This is true.
So
this is true.
How are we going to affect that change? How are we going to be a part of that? Where are we going to jump in? Where's your jumping in point?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
You got to be in it.
Are you going to try to get there when it's up here? You know, just like a hot air balloon taking off in front of you, there's nothing you can do once it's up in the air. It's dropped all its weights.
Yeah.
You know, you can't, you know what I mean? What you're going to do? Where are you going to get in at?
Yeah.
You know, get in so we can rise, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I challenge everybody out there to get involved, you know, pay attention and, you know, get involved with the community, you know, get involved with your local politics, you know, pay attention to those things, you know, pay attention to the young people around you. You know, it's up to us, because ain't no Superman going to come in and save us.
Nope.
So it's like, you know, we have to be able to,
save ourselves.
You know, be accountable. And another thing, I'll put this out there before we shut it down, is, you know, a lot of my success has come from being accountable.
Yes.
From showing up. You know, I always showed up.
Yeah.
I was always there. So one of those, you know, I might not have been the most talented, but I was always accountable. I always put in, I always did the work. So think about that. Not necessarily you have to be in entertainment, but whatever you're doing in your life, and you know, however you're trying to affect change in the world and the people around you, you know, you have to be accountable. You got to show up. And when you show up, you know, we don't need no bitch assness. You know, show up and let's get this work done.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
I concur. You said there was one other person on the line? Okay. Who? Quill? Quill, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you?
Quill, what up, brother?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm in the game and still playing.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We hear you.
If you
Can
have
you guys hear me?
if you have an echo going on, you might have to turn off whatever you're either listening to or watching us on.
Okay, what about now? Am I still echoing?
No, you sound good to me.
You sound wonderful.
Okay. I wanted to say thank you to you guys. Wonderful show. Great interview. I'm a family man myself. And to hear that this film is going to touch in an area that's not necessarily predictable, it shows a story of a father. It shows a story of a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any sons myself, but I have a lot of nephews. that I've encouraged to actually become police officers. Great career move. I'm a physical therapist myself. And but I've encouraged them to look into law enforcement. I have a lot of friends that's in law enforcement, great career opportunities or whatever. And one of the things that sometimes with the narrative of what we hear about what's going on in this moment in time is one-sided. We never really hear about the great police officers like the character that you're playing,
That's right.
Tobias. And I can totally appreciate that character so that when I go back to my nephews or they watch this film, they can see themselves in your character.
Right.
Can we talk a little bit about possibly that maybe we're being fed one side of the story and we're not really talking about the number of great police officers out there that look like us, that are doing great work, right? I grew up hating the police, right? And I think what films like this appear to be like this film, it sort of plays into what we already think, and it doesn't really help us heal. And I'm gonna end my question is, can we talk about the human element of this film and how it can impact us in a way that other films haven't necessarily impacted us and made us feel in the past?
Yeah. You know, just like how you said, there's been so many, because we had a couple of screenings, private screenings for police force and the community, and so many police officers of color who come up to me and just thank me so much because that, you know, I'm telling their story. You know, I think that's very important for us to be able to see, you know, black officers, police, and higher rank. Even my wife, who Selena Johnson plays, she's a high ranking officer. She's not just, you know, like a beat cop or anything.
Right.
But I think it's very important that we see these images. That's why this film is been made. I think for us to be able to, you know, change the narrative, we have to make more films this way. We have to be able to talk about it. It's out there, but we just have to collectively be able to connect the dots for our youth between ourselves, platforms like this, with a mirror, where we're able to, you know, share and express how we're feeling. You know, I think the only way that we don't, the problem is sometimes we sugarcoat things or we sweep stuff under the rug. It's time to, you know, tell the truth. It's time to, you know, be honest, openly honest and authentic with our kids and our nephews and our nieces, so that when they grow up, they're not growing up in an illusion, and they're able to, you know, make a choice and think intelligently about the choices that they're making and about the people that they're interactive with and about the real story. And if they hear something that's false and hear something that's a lie, that they can speak upon it and talk about what is honestly the real deal. And this type of film is that kind of film that we can have an honest, open conversation. So, you know, I think we just have to continue doing what we're doing, because it's not, like I said, it's not going to happen by accident. It's not going to happen overnight. But intelligence will win. And you know, seeking knowledge is the real deal.
That's the key. Yep.
Right. I totally appreciate the interview. I appreciate your show, Santra. I look forward to listening to your new album.
Yeah.
I'm watching the video between you. I knew you guys going to have chemistry on film. But you know what? Over the years, I've always seen you in different projects, Tobias.
Yes.
But hearing your interview, I'm now. And sometimes it's refreshing to connect with a person deeply,
right,
based on an interview. You know what I mean? Then the work even becomes better. It's like, oh, that's that guy that had a great interview. That was actually talking about something, you know? And I think sometimes that longevity that you guys were talking about earlier comes because when you interview, we're actually really listening.
Yeah.
And it makes us want to pay that money to say, you know what, that was a great guy right there. Or that was a great host, and I want to hear her album.
Right.
You know,
oh, that's beautiful.
Because of the other work that we put in, it makes people really become fans instead of just saying, oh, that looked like a great movie. I want to watch the movie.
Right.
No, I want to watch him.
Right.
I want to watch her.
Right. Well, we're definitely excited about watching. Yeah, it makes all the sense. We're definitely excited about watching Tobias do his thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. In so many, different roles, different characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it comes.
Thank you guys for taking my call, okay?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And like I say, you know, it's all about authenticity. So as long as you stay authentic with your nephews and nieces and the people around you, everything else will fall into place.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, thank you, Quill, for calling in. We appreciate your call today. You brought us a lot of love and light. We appreciate it. We smiling. Yeah. You knew what to say.
My wife and I, we've been following you forever. So,
that's
I don't
sweet.
know if you ever see us on Facebook or whatever, but
Quill
Saphir.
Oh, yeah. Quill Saphir, yes.
Nice.
Yes. What's your wife's name?
Regina.
Hello, you guys. Hey, fam. Yes. That's what that is. Hey, fam. Thank you so much.
She actually just called me. I couldn't answer because I was on the phone with you guys.
Okay.
But she's actually a frontline worker. She's a registered nurse.
Okay.
For UCLA.
Okay.
She's really been helping out a lot.
Yes.
You know, with everything that we're dealing with. So.
Yeah, we want to send love and light to her and just cover her and protect her. And let her hands be healers. Like, you know, I know she in there laying hands, and let them be, you know, the healing units that we need to get us through.
Yes.
You know. Yeah, and just continue to cover her. You know, we need her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much.
You guys have a good night.
All right, you as
You
well,
too.
Quill. Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah, it was.
That was really sweet. Man, this has been great. It's getting all emotional. I wanted to ask you one other question about when you were talking about how it's important to continue to make these films and, you know, to show us in the different light or show us in a light that is palatable so that everyone can understand us. What now in your journey, what have you, do you feel like the funds, the black dollars are there for us to make these type of films? Or are we just the trendy thing to do now? So more directors and producers are willing to write and make these films. What's happening? Is it a mixture of both? What's happening?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
You know, people, these corporations.
Yes.
They understand how
the
things move.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, you know, they always gonna target their money in a proper way to grow more money. Nothing wrong with that.
At the end of the day, right?
Yeah. You know, I think with us, it's always a thing where we have to continue to just tell our stories.
Okay.
This is a very expensive art craft,
right?
You know,
they call it a hobby. They'll tell us it's just a hobby because know, because it don't always pay. You know,
so you know, finding money and funds and people that believe in your vision or your word. You know, that's important.
Yeah.
And it always, once again, boils back down to those relationships.
Okay.
And here's another tip for you people out there.
Yes.
They say, it's called show business and not show fuck around.
Yes.
For a reason.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you one more. And it's not about who you know. It's about who knows you.
Ooh.
So that's the difference.
Now, that's the first time I heard that one.
Yeah. So, you know, being able to figure that out, build on good relationships, to find the money, to figure out how to tell your story, you know. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's the money. The money's not everything. It's not. It's your vision. You know,
come on.
It's your vision.
You talking now.
How you going to tell that story? How you going to put it together?
You talking now.
You can have the best grips and cameras and,
yeah,
you know, it won't mean anything if you can't tell the story that you can't get your vision out.
That's right.
So, you know, the struggle continues. We have to continue to push forward our stories, our images in a way. And they're out there.
Yeah.
You know, we just have to applaud it more. We just got to stop tearing each other down and applaud us, even if we don't agree.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We did it.
Maybe that's not my thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, allow it to be what it's going to be without tearing it down.
Come on.
For our own sake, you know.
It remind me of the oh my God, I know him, and I'm not gonna. I'm spacing his name. Talking about forget.
Yeah.
Like I haven't forgotten this brother's name, but like right now in the moment when I'm so excited, I cannot.
No, I'm right here. It's all good.
But you know the brother that did the Tupac story.
Yeah. You talking about
you know how it's right there, and okay. He watches too. So, oh God, it's there. I can't get it out. But anyway. I just know that he took a lot of criticism for that, you know, for that movie or that film. But my thought was, who else was doing it? Who did it? No one else came to the table, you know, with whatever he had to go through to, you know, get that film made.
Right.
No one else was doing it. Who did it? Who else did it? Like, why would you criticize this man? This is
talking about Hutton.
Yeah. LT Hutton.
Right.
You know, and he just took a lot of, you know, backlash for having the audacity, you know, to make a movie about one of our greatest heroes in history, in our current history, you know.
I think Will had a quote the other day, and it's not
verbatim
and stuff, but it was just talking about only you know what you can do with yourself.
Come on.
You know, people don't know you.
Right.
You don't even know you that well.
Right. You've got multi dimensions to go through.
Right.
You know.
So, you know, people will try to talk you out of some of your ideas, try to stop you from doing things, and even yourself might try to talk yourself out. But that staying true to your core, that's why I say true to your core and listening to that inner voice.
Inner voice, that's right.
It's always key on anything. So, you know, if you have an idea out there and you have a vision, you have you know, you want to create, go for it. Go for it. Trust me. I promise you it will lead to success.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that helped for me was the small steps and the big steps. But I always put out the same amount of energy.
Yep.
When I'm making music videos with my students in Newark, New Jersey, making short films with them and carrying all the equipment and stuff, it's the same energy that I put in when I'm on Tyler Perry.
That's right.
Or if I was on
Empire,
or you know, First Wives Club, or you know, any of these,
or
you're silly.
But go ahead.
The small steps and the big steps, you know, and you know, just put the good foot forward, and understand nobody owes you shit.
Come on.
So
say that.
Get into it. Get into it, and you know, just like you got me over here acting like Yvonne.
Let's go. This is what
like,
this show.
Hold on.
Look,
let me lay another one on you.
This is what this show is, and the funny thing about it is the thing that I ask of all my guests is to, you know, leave the audience with some final words, right? Some final comments or whatever. And you have given us so much. I feel redundant to ask you. And, you know, what would you like to leave the people with? Because you've given us so many jewels, and we love it here. This is exactly what this show is all about.
All right. Well,
it's founded on this.
And that's, you know, that's what it is. So, you know, put in, you know, like any relationship, you're only going to get what you put in.
Come on.
So if you put in a little bit of effort, don't expect too much out of it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But are we going to final words now? Or?
No. I wanted to say everything that you just expressed in these like last 2-3 minutes is how this video and this short film, this project was created. It was created from vision and believing in myself. One of my favorite quotes that I say all the time is, "Don't worry, baby, I believe in me enough for all of us." You know what I mean? And so we spent a year in 2019 in the Middle East, in Bahrain. And so this story, I don't know if you got a chance to read the treatment yet for what we're shooting tomorrow. But it was a vision. It was a clear vision. Nice. So in October, your birthday month, right?
Yes.
Yep.
October 1st.
Yes. In October of 2019, I received this vision, and it was very vivid. And it told me the whole story. And, you know, started as, and I don't want to give it away before the video or a short film come out, but it just started with a little black baby girl standing at the edge of the beach. And again, tomorrow you'll see all the evolution of that. But the vision was very clear. I was very emotional about it when I got it. And I just remember Spirit saying, remember to go back in so we can give you the rest of the story. Because they wanted to take me through time, the evolution of this Black woman, from the beginning to even now, right? And so they wanted to give me the whole story. So right away I said, this needs to be a film. So I moved back here, and when was that? When did Beyonce put her Black is King out? 2 years ago. Just a few months ago, right? Not the Lion's King, but when she put out the actual short film. So anyway, I saw some of the same imagery that I saw in the vision. Right. Yeah, and there was two emotions that went through me. One, I was like, "See, I told you, I can't make this shit up. I told you that's what I received." But then, so it was confirmation. So I was happy. But that other side was like, just a little. I don't want to say. I'm not going to use that word. I was a little discouraged because I thought, well, of course she has the resources. She get the vision. She got the resources to put it out, and now it's going to look like I'm just, copying off of her. My husband said, first of all, I understand it's a lot of things in this, in her project that is very similar to what the vision you got, but it's still not yours. Burundi said, yeah, baby, she just pulled it out the ethers, and then
you're on it, yeah.
Then Malik Yusuf said, well, they made Dracula 200 times. And we ain't even talking about the other vampire movies that's out here.
No, Malik ain't playing.
So do your vision. So then, so we're going through this project, and the whole the premise of this project was to put out a single and then release my full LP. And Burundi said, well, write a treatment for your video. And so I said, okay. And at first I was trying to kind of like stick to the nature of the song, right? And then I just like hit myself up beside the head like, duh, this is the time to do your vision. So I wrote down exactly the vision.
Nice.
And then probably about 2 weeks after Burundi set with the treatment, he said, okay, this is a short film. Let's get some Emmys. So just what you were saying, just in those last couple of moments, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly, and everything is on purpose.
I love it.
There's no mistakes.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's true. It's so true. Got to stick to your vision.
Yes.
It's, one thing I learned, just as God could touch you, the devil could touch you.
Come on.
Like physically could touch you.
Okay. Physically. Okay. Do tell.
No, I've been through it. And it's always a battle.
Okay.
It's a very simplistic battle for your soul. And, trying to deter you from your vision, the voice that's just the other side saying, sipping a little doubt, a little bit, pull her back over here, pull her back to this side. While the God-like self is saying, nah, I got this.
Yes.
Damn, this feels right. Then the devil's, no, you can't do it. You can't.
Okay.
They already did.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's always that. It's like that good angel, the bad angel. It's that real, and it's just fighting. It's just fighting. It's fighting for your spirit. But it's important to stay on task, and it's important to stay clear.
You're right. Stay focused. Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna be the last. We're gonna do another one.
We're gonna keep doing it.
We're gonna make another one.
Yep.
And we're gonna get better at it.
Yep.
And we're gonna, so.
Yep.
Yeah,
and we're going to be here talking about...
Nothing new under the sun, son.
Yeah.
Right?
Son, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Let me hear you say son one time, just like the son.
Yo, son, I was trying to tell this to you, son. Yo, son.
Me and a friend of mine, one quick story. A friend of mine, we went to New York. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. And we got there. We was all bouncy and happy. And
the dude's all happy for
right.
Son, this ain't nothing happy.
It's like, why y'all so happy? And we was
bouncing around for us. Stand still, son. Jeez, man.
Like, where y'all from? Why y'all so, I was like, we just happy.
People smiling and shit.
Right. We was like, why y'all so angry? They're like, it's gully, son.
Nah, that ain't true, man. New Yorkers, man, we get a bad rep.
No, I love you guys. One thing about it is when you guys say it's going to get done, y'all get it done. Like, you know, LA, we got to hurry up and wait type of, and I'm saying we because I live here. I don't believe in this myself, but it's more of a hurry up and wait type of thing, or it's more of a like, oh yeah, we going to get together. That never happens. Mm-hmm. When you meet somebody in New York and you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, okay. I got you right now. Like right now, I'm going to call my man's name right now. Yeah. You know, like it's right away. It's right then. And everybody grinding. They don't care how small it is. They don't care how big it is. It's an opportunity. And that's what I love.
Yeah. I mean, my city has made me. It's so weird to look at the city right now. I could go from the Lower East Side all the way up to Harlem in like 15 minutes.
Real quick.
Any time of the day. It's so weird to see my city just sleep like that. It's weird. It's weird. It's so weird.
Oh, but when we wake up, when we arise. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, arise.
Ooh.
We have to arise.
It's going to be something. It's going to be something.
We have to arise.
Well, it is time for last comments. What would you want to leave the people with before you go? And your handles.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tobias Truvilion.
Yes.
That's on your Twitter and your Facebook and your Instagram.
Yes.
And, you know, I've been saying this thing, you know, to give more than you take.
Mm.
I think it's so important, you know, to give more than you take.
Mm-hmm.
You know, find balance. And, I think we've said a lot.
Yeah.
I could give more, but
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm full. Yeah.
There it is.
All right. Well, you guys, my name is Amira the Songstress, and I have had a wonderful interview with Tobias Truvilion. And like he's been saying all day, love, life, and light, you guys. Give to yourself so that you can then give to others. You can't give nothing from an empty pot or an empty vessel. We got to replenish. We got to refill. And then you can do whatever your heart's desire with your own fulfillment, because we've been given all the tools. And as Tobias goes through his career and exemplifies that for us, we can look at him like a pioneer. Again, my name is Amira the Songstress, and you can find me on Instagram at Amira the Songstress, Facebook at Amira the Songstress, YouTube at Amira the Songstress, Spotify, Tidal, anywhere you would like to listen. And remember, stay focused.
No regrets, no regrets, no regrets.
Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Vibing high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Vibing high so you know I'm blessed.
No regrets, no regrets, no regrets.
Oh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Vibing high so you know I'm to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. By the high, so you know I'm blessed. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. By the high, so you know I'm blessed.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.